It's been 1 year since Donald Trump was inaugurated as President of the United States. And what a year it's been. The provocative tweets, the derisive nicknames, the epic feuds, and the substantive changes in the way the federal government works and the role the United States plays in the world. The constant turmoil in Trump's White House has overshadowed some of the most consequential actions of his administration over the past 12 months, things that will endure after his tenure is over. Here are 6 of them. Taxes. The $1.5 trillion tax bill the president signed in December was the biggest tax measure enacted in 3 decades. The White House says it will boost economic growth, create jobs, and raise wages. Critics say it will exacerbate the growing economic disparity between the rich and everybody else. America first. President Trump has reduced the U.S. role in security alliances that have defined the world since World War II. And he has pulled back from free trade agreements, starting with the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That has prompted allies in NATO and elsewhere to depend less on the United States, and it's opened the door to a more far-reaching role for China in Asia. Regulatory rollback. At the start of the administration, Republicans used an obscure law called the Congressional Review Act to withdraw more than a dozen regulations enacted during the final months of the Obama administration. Since then, agencies across the government have rewritten some regulations and slowed the adoption of new ones. They include rules governing everything from banks to coal companies to gun shops. An exodus. Scientists have been leaving the EPA and diplomats the State Department. There's always turnover, of course, but disagreements with the new administration over climate change and foreign policy have prompted an unprecedented wave of resignations in these offices and others. Some analysts worry about a brain drain of the government's most highly trained experts. Trump allies say it's reduced the power of the so-called deep state that might try to undermine the new administration's policies. Institutions under fire. The impact of this one is hard to count, but public opinion polls indicate there has been an effect from President Trump's attacks on the court system for issuing decisions he didn't like, on the FBI for pursuing the Russia investigation, on the news media for writing critical stories. Americans' faith in institutions of all sorts already had been eroding. That trend has accelerated in the past year. And 6, benched. President Trump not only has named a new conservative justice to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch. 6 of his nominees also have been confirmed for federal district courts and 12 to federal appeals courts. No president has had more impact on the appeals courts during his first year in history. Federal judges often have the last word on the most controversial issues the country faces. And unlike presidents, they serve for life.